All right. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders. A great millstone, peace and salutations to the elect men of Yasharallah, spread across the four corners of the planet Earth. All right. Those who teach this word in truth and in sincerity. Peace to the sisters who watch and who learn as well. All right. Okay, I think I finally fixed the problem, so let's see if we can move ahead. All right. Now here is a document I wanted to share. All right. Uh, and I received this document, from a Jake. He's pretty much in the world. All right. He believes, he's into his own thing. All right. Uh, he doesn't believe that, you know, uh, Esau brought us from Africa. He believes that, Esau came to America, and America is, and Esau came to America and enslaved us on our own land. Okay, which he did that. He did that to Gad, Reuben. Okay, he did that to the northern tribes that were here. Okay, but which I tried to explain, once before and let him see. But he pretty much is saying that uh, just because you have names like Utah, he's trying to connect the dots on something that's not there. Okay, after we fled Jerusalem, all right, we went into the interiors of Africa. Okay, with the booty scratching Hamites. All right, where we set up empires. All right, and had empires and kingdoms. All right, amongst the booty scratching Africans. Okay, so and me and this guy, and me and a lot of people, and I'm the type of brother, man. Like, I've been in this truth so long. I'm not going to sit and argue with anyone, man. All right, I'm not going to curse you out. You don't get it. I'm not going to sit and curse you out, man. You don't. I sense that you don't get it. I'm moving on, man. I'm not going to waste my breath, my time with you. Okay. Uh, you can't. You don't. You can't force feed this to Jake. Because Jake eats. He vomited back up, man. Okay, and in case in point, like the shooter from New Jersey. All right, you force this down someone's throat who's not, who's not uh, supposed to get this. All right, and the results could be similar to what happened, in New Jersey, if that is a real incident, because I have video footage that might question, uh, you know, things would happen. But that's another video for another time. Uh, but I do want to get that video out before the social media site that I got it from takes it down. Uh, but so I'm not going to waste my time with Jake, man. All right, either you get it or you don't. Same thing with Esau, man. All right. If it's somebody that because this is not a thing about color, man. Okay. This is this the Hebrew Israelites. It's not about going out and calling the white man a devil, and that's not what it's all about, man. Okay. This is about calling the lost sheep of the house of Israel back to their Creator. All right. To repentance. All right. Back to whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, whose real name is Yahweh Shai. All right. Inviting them to that wedding, man. All right. So we can get the hell out of here. All right. Uh, and so, you know, if I talk to an Edomite, man, I'm not finna be sitting there talking to him, talking about you fucking Esau, you fucking Edomite, fuck you, bitch. I'm not finna do that, man. All right. I know Esau's a liar. I know he's a devil. Okay. I know that's just what he is, man. I know the nature of the beast. Okay. And so that's how I treat him, man. Okay. But I'm not finna, lose my cool, all right, with Esau or with any of these heathens, all right, or 2/3 who are in the state mind state of a heathen. But anyway, the guy gave me this document. Well, he let me. Actually, I was able to snap a couple of pictures of it. All right, no, because he was in a rush. But it's just a document, okay? It says this is the name of the document. It's the Transatlantic Slave Trade, a forgotten crime against humanity as defined by international law, all right, by Patricia M. Muhammad Esquire, right? And so what I wanted to, there was a lot that I wanted to bring out in the article, but I would, the picture that I got, I was only able to get so much. So I'm going to read some of this document, all right? Because this is not about picking on the so-called Jewish people, man. All right, the Amalekites. All right, it's not about just them, man. All right, it's about Esau first and foremost, and then the rest of you heathens. All right, as a whole. All right, but this is refreshing. All right, the minds of the hopeful elect, man. All right, of the truth, man, of what we went through as a nation. Okay, so you don't have uh the northern kingdom hating the southern kingdom, or the southern kingdom hating the northern kingdom, man. Talking about the northern kingdom is not Israelites. Talking about the southern kingdom is not Israelites. Okay, we're all the same, man. Okay, we're all Hebrew Israelites. Okay, and oh man, I just got stuffed up real bad. But I'm gonna try to. I don't want to sound all froggy. But I'm going to go into the article. It says, in the early centuries of the transatlantic slave trade, papal grants of a Portuguese monopoly in Africa required traders to stop in Portugal en route to pay a tax on slaves before selling to America. The Portuguese required that the Spanish, Italian, British, and later, all right, and later American, all right. I mean, you could just, to just put that in there, all right. But so the Portuguese were charging all of these uh, people, all right, all of these countries for the Israelites. So now you see who was all involved with it, okay? Spanish, Italian, Italy, Britain, okay. All right. So the Portuguese made money as well. Okay, so now you see, okay, when America, which is biblically, uh, spiritually called Sodom, Gomorrah, Egypt, Rome, and Babylon the Great, when this place is destroyed and all of the Edomites here in America burned up, all right, and destroyed, Those Edomites that we're going to be getting using for slaves are going to come from these other countries, man. Okay? And you got Edomites in Russia and, and other countries too who, they're Esau. They're going into slavery as well. All right? It says CID at 23. All right? This, arguing that Gomes Enin de Zuzura, chronicler and courier attaché to Prince Harry, probably thought that the captives, okay, owed their fate to the sins of their supposed ancestor Ham. And so this was the lie that Esau, the so-called white man, used, all right, to, all right, as an excuse for slavery of the so-called Negro, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all right? When you go into the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, and 1 minute, let me see if I can get that online. I'm going to go to go to my PC. Let me see if I can get it online. They're going to let me, they said read online. Okay, so they want a subscription. Let me see. What the hell is that? All right. All right. Let me see if I can. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I just typed in definition of Ham according to Zondervan Bible Dictionary. All right. And it says, Zondervan Bible Dictionary, Negroes are not from the line of Ham. Okay, here's the definition. Okay, it says Ham, perhaps hot, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, okay, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites, all right? And then it goes into what happened, what took place, all right? And, people, but as you see, Esau, he plays stupid when he wants to play stupid, man, okay? And he did this for a reason, all right? Now I'm going back to this, okay? So suppose ancestor Ham cursed by his father, and Ham wasn't cursed, all right? Noah, after seeing him naked and drunk. This myth, rooted in both Christian and Muslim traditions, states that the descendants of Ham were turned black. Now, I've never heard of that, okay, until now, until reading this article, okay, but it says works by Egidio Colonial may have influenced Zurura Colonia argued that those without laws and those who did not live civilly under any government were more beast than human and therefore could legally be enslaved. And so this was the premise that Esau, the so-called white man, all right, all of the, Edomites, all right, the so-called Jewish ones as well. This was the premise that they used to put the Hebrew Israelites into slavery. All right, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, reading on. Okay, it says, describing how the Congolese, under the monarch's direction, realized the potential profit from the slave trade and began to supply slaves to Portuguese. Later, other African peoples like the Pangu, Lungu, Dudu, Boo Boo Scratchers, all right, inside joke, started to raid the south bank of the river Congo, specifically to obtain slaves for trade. So, showing you that, you had other, Africans who clearly uh, enslaved the Israelites as well. So the Africans are going to be held responsible for their role in slavery as well. Okay, as well as the Arabs. All right, because they helped spread this lie. All right. All right, this says CIDs, specifically to the storerooms located in the Portuguese castle, which held goods and slaves, while the Portuguese bartered with the Africans. See also Nathan Irvin Huggins. Pilgrimage for Black Americans. All right. The Slave Castles of West Africa. New York Times, October 29th, 1971, at 1, describing the slave castles which held African slaves as commodities, merchandise, waiting for shipment across the Atlantic. And as you saw in the video that I posted earlier as a response to Vocab No Class Malone, Deuteronomy 28:68, all right, showing that if you are a true, okay, Hebrew Israelite, okay, the prophecies, must reveal, that you are, a Hebrew Israelite, okay? It's according to prophecy, things that should happen, to you in the later times, man, okay? And this didn't happen to everyone, all right? Being thrown in warehouses as commodities, all right? This didn't happen to everyone as a whole nation, okay? But it happened to the true biblical Israelites as a whole nation, okay? It says, these warehouses to protect themselves against rivals and to defend themselves against hostile Israelite, okay? Because, they put African tribes, all right? It wasn't African tribes. The Africans were selling us to the Dutch, the Portuguese, French, and British. Okay? And so these people, of course, they have a problem with us bringing out these facts that we're bringing out, these historical facts. Because even though we don't want the money, all right, we don't want the reparations because uh, the scriptures say no man shall save you, all right? No man shall buy you, all right, or save you. Meaning we didn't get saved, okay? We went into slavery. We had to endure slavery, all right? And so the greatest fear of these nations of Edomites, Esau's, Idumeans, all right, is that, uh, roughly paraphrasing the scripture, he who goes into captivity, he who leads into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. All right. And so this is what's going to happen to these European nations. All right. After America, all right, Babylon the Great is totally annihilated by whom the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. Okay, and I'm going to end it here, man. I'm just too congested to continue. Uh, you know, if you have some scriptures and you see this video, you can add the scriptures to this video. Uh, and if I'll probably come back to this because I'm all of these videos are in response to Vocab Malone's rant, okay? His rant, okay? Uh, from a few days ago, okay? Calling in question whether or not, okay, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, all right? He's trying to cause doubt, if he, but, him causing doubt is not going to work on the elect because, as the scriptures say, the elect shall not be, roughly paraphrasing, uh, the elect shall not be deceived, man. All right? Can't deceive the elect. All right? But he will deceive some of the two-thirds. Some of the two-thirds will probably see his video and be discouraged. Okay? But guess what? That's going to be worse for, Vocab Malone, man. Okay? And his cohorts, all right? Because he has Jakes, people who appear to be Jake. Anyway, they could be Edomites, chocolate-covered Edomites, all right? But, you know, hey, that judgment is going to fall on their head, all right, and not ours. And so, man, hey, I'm going to end it here, Salakia. I wish I could go on, but until next time, Shalom.